Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a replay in the Somua SM, and this is going to be my personal best battle ever in terms of base XP. And we're top tier because this is obviously during the preferential weekend. There are 2 artillery, which obviously scares me in any tank, especially French ones. And we're on the bad spawn of Highway in Standard Battle. So, the Somua SM. I really like this tank. I've only played 3 battles, and in fact this is my 3rd battle in it. And I bought it a few weeks ago. What happened was, big shout out to Curtis here. Now Curtis buys me a lot of vehicles. Very grateful for it. Really nice of him. He didn't buy me this tank. What happened was, Curtis had this tank for ages, and he used to always say he really likes it, but it's got a long reload for him. And he used to always say to me, "You're a better player than me. Like, you know how to deal with the long reloads and like position yourself better. I reckon you do really well in this tank." And he used to always say that to me. So 2 or 3 weeks ago, this tank came out on personal offer for I think about 6,100 gold, and I thought, you know what? From all of Curtis's recommendations, I'm going to get this tank. So that leads us to this bit here. 5-round clip, 300 damage per round for 1,500 clip potential, which is a very nice amount of clip, especially when you're top tier. Really nice standard pen if you don't like firing too much APCR, which I don't. I like to fire standard when possible. It gets 232 standard pen, which is really nice, again. High explosive isn't the best, but this thing carries a lot of ammo, so I bring a couple of clips of HE, and you all know I like to meme with HE anyway sometimes. So as this game began, they had 3 light tanks, and even though we got the good spawn for spotting, I'm in a Somua SM. The armor's okay compared to an AMX-100, but the mobility and the camo being a heavy tank, I'm not risking it on the field. And as you can actually see, we've got multiple light tanks just flying into our base. So, coming to the town to start with, and hopefully, the enemies have a lot of heavy tanks, so I want them to fight them here. Chinese heavy tank, get the tracking shot. I probably could have got a second shot in him there, but I didn't want to waste it. So I held back. Now, there is actually a Nomad on the enemy team, which is the same tank, it's the Somua SM but skinned. Comes around, I get a nice track shot on him, and they're going to see I'm going to angle myself because this tank has enough side armor to side scrape. Now, the thing is, a bit like a Tiger 2, the turret is the weak point. I'm actually struggling to go through his lower plate there because I keep missing, I'm assuming, by snapping, but this tank can side scrape, unlike an MX-5100, which is good to know that you can do that, especially for me who likes to side scrape a lot and everything. So, first clip, 850 damage. Not the best, not the worst. I'm in a full reload. I've activated the food to help the reload. I'm about 10 seconds away from reloading, but I'm going to push in anyway because there's quite a few tanks here that I could potentially go for. Now, there's a Defender over here in the enemy team, there's a Garnet, and there's the Chinese tank. Now, I'm kind of wanting to go hit the Defender, but the Nomad pops up, our Defender's getting shot at, and I'm going to try and help him. Thankfully, I can shoot over our Defender. He kind of got in my way there a little bit, but at least I was able to shoot over him, and I was able to kill the Nomad before he could empty his clip into our Somua. Well, I'm wanting to go through there my last round, but it's just taking too long. So instead I'm going to go round. And the thing is, I'm worried about coming out here because of artillery. Now, we know we're aiming over here because they just hit the Defender. And right now I'm thinking I probably should have gone for a reload as well, which I've just done now. So I probably should have reloaded earlier, but I was hoping to be able to squeeze through that gap and get the shot off, but it wasn't the bay. Hiding from artillery, and also I don't know where the TDs are, if they're just down the train tracks aiming down this way. But I'm hoping to reload, because I want to go for the Garnet. Why do I want to go for the Garnet? Because I love the Garnet, and if anyone's going to kill it, I wanted it to be me. Pretty much the only reason why. I feel bad for people who play the Garnet when they go into a game. But it feels right when I kill them, because I play it enough to know the pain they're going through. I say pain, it's a really awesome tank, but if anyone's going to put that under misery, it should be me. Pen 1. Pen 2. Really bad shot there. Pen 3, and get the kill in the Garnet. Now, I did take a big shot from the Defender there, but it was worth it to get the kill. Now, look at the map. Our base isn't looking too good right now, and this vehicle, as I said earlier, unlike the 5100, is not that fast. So if I want to go for base defense, I kind of need to start going back really about now, but I do have a bit of time to spare because Curtis is already on his way back and he can kind of hold them off a little bit. Now, I'm already going to start going back now because Curtis needs my help. There's a full health defender over there, believe it or not. So we're going to start moving over. Now, I'm going to start saying defend the base here, just to let the teammates know. I don't care if the teammates actually come back to help me, but it's just so that they know I'm off to go do it, so that they're not surprised when they move forward and I'm not with them. And I've still got about 1,000 hit points as well, which is a nice number to have, in terms of fighting the defender and the TDs, not so much the 2 artillery. The other thing about the Somua I forgot to mention is it gets decent gun depression. I think it's 8, which is like okay. Since he misses me, I pick up the kill. I've only got 4 shots now. What that means is I can't one-clip the defender. And even with a full clip, I probably couldn't one-clip him because roll the tank's low rolls. But if Curtis can get a couple shots into him, and I can then pen mine, we can kill him between the 2 of us. And this is why I came back. Together, we can kill him. And this is where autoloaders are really dangerous. If you're by yourself and there's multiple autoloaders, you can clip you out. Especially when you've got clip potential like ours. 3,000 clip potential between us with a full magazine. And Curtis has already penned him a couple times. And I've got the easy shots on him. Pick up the kill. Now time to turn around. Got to stay in the move, because again, artillery, shitting bricks right now. And start moving. I can hear it flying in, but thankfully it's going for Curtis and not me. Second one just fired up as well, you heard it overhead. Now, there's an almost full health SU-100 PM, maybe it was full health. Which is not ideal, but at least he's easy to pan. But his gun's very scary, just like 500 Alpha. There's a full health T-54 Mod 1. So, 2 full health enemies. But again, I have 1,500 clips on, so I can one-clip a T-54 Mod 1. And there's a Diamondback, who, would you believe it, is on, I think, full health. Now, I told Curtis to stay back and snipe while I spotted, because Curtis didn't have a lot of hit points left after his little engagement with the artillery when we were over there. So I'm going to spot, Curtis is going to snipe. Already tried it, both of them, thankfully they missed. SU misses me, which is a huge relief. Curtis gets the kill, I've still got 3 shots left. Diamondback manages to snap a shot into my turret, which is not ideal, and he is hull down. Artillery hits me directly, but doesn't pen me, which is a miracle really, and the fact I'm still alive is a miracle, that I got hit by artillery and still lived. Now I'm reloading and I have to retreat because the Diamondback is hull down, and again, if I'm to kill him I have to hit his lower plate or I have to have premium loaded, which is why you can see I'm loading the premium just in case I see him and he's still hull down on me. Diamondback's lost a little bit of health, Curtis is still up. I need to now hide under the bridge from the Diamondback while also avoiding artillery. Now T-54 Mod 1, I can one-clip him. Curtis been picked up by the Diamondback. And in fact, I can actually miss a couple rounds and still one-clip him. So I missed 1 round. I'm moving backwards and forwards, which is very risky because I might miss a shot because of this, but as you can see, artillery is all over me. Now, go for a reload, activate food. I'm going to move forward a little bit and then I'm going to stop. Why am I doing this? Well, I need to avoid artillery, but the Diamondback, I'm a one-shot for him now, and he can take multiple shots by me. So my plan is, I have to get behind him because it's a turretless TD. So, I'm now moving forward, and I'm hoping that he's moving down the other side to get to the river and come behind me. That's what I'm thinking he's doing. And, well, thinking / hoping he's doing. So when I come over this ridgeline when I'm loaded, I should be behind him. Coming over. Looking to the right. Any moment now. And would you believe it? I'm actually behind him. It's worked. Now, I want to track him, but I can't stop to aim because of artillery. One misses me. I get the tracking shot. Terrapin repairs the tracks, and I managed to kill him on the move. You heard both artillery fire at me, and that was a super lucky fucking situation because to track him, it would have been much better if I just stopped and aimed. But as you heard, if I'd have stopped, artillery would have shot on me. Now, I think Artie's going to blind fire me, so I'm going to move forwards. And as you can see, Artie did try a little blind fire. That's why I specifically didn't go under the bridge. Now, in a moment, I'm going to skip ahead, because basically what's going to happen is I'm going to start driving up the 1-2 line before driving across, just in case Artie tries to sneak down here to cap us out, because, again, I'm not the fastest, and if I got capped out right now, I would be very upset, because I've had a really good game. But now, I'm on 147 hit points, and I have to fight 2 artillery. I can kill them both in one clip, which is nice, but they just need to splash near me, and I'm dead. So, I've come to this part of the game here to show you my approach. My plan is, I want to appear to them hull down, so that as little of my tank will be shown as possible, and they might shoot over me. But, there's already an issue with my plan that I'm thinking of. If they're on that little dip at the back, it's impossible for me to get hull down on them. I have to drive towards them, and expose myself to shoot them. Like, I can't stay on this hill here, if they're in that hill. So I'm going to come up, see if I can spot them, but already I'm near definite they're back there, in that little dip. There's only 2 minutes left of the battle. And what I've got to do here is, when I'm approaching, I have to use these buildings for cover, because as you all know, high explosive detonates if it hits buildings or cars or cover, whereas an AP shell might go through it. So moving around the cap circle, moving towards these buildings. I spot the artillery spots me. This is not good for me. And the other issue is, I can barely see him, I can only see his gun, and they are indeed in that fucking dip at the back. Or at least one of them is. There's the second one, turn in. Shot myself a little bit, not gonna lie. Now I know the American Artie's still loaded, so I'm going to come around the left hand side of the building, because I know the American Artie can't hit me. But unfortunately, again, they're just behind a little dip, I can't hit them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in the cap circle, I'm going to use this building. Now the thing is, if you look at the timer, I can't win by capping. But the plan is, to hope that they might expose themselves to try and kill me. All they have to do is sit in that dip, pre-aim either side of this building, and they'll win because they've got more people left alive. Now I'm trying to side scrape to see if I can get a shot at anyone, but if you look at the building in front of me, watch it, it's going to start getting destroyed. I see him come in, kill him. Terrified of getting hit by the American Artie, so I'm going to position some cover between me and him. Wait till I'm unspotted. And now we've got 30 seconds left. And again, the reason I'm side scraping is obviously I can't side scrape hey cheap, but it means there won't be as much of my tank showing. And now I'm thinking, I've just got to go for it, and it will probably take 2 shots. Unless I am a rack him, kind of thing. Gonna go round. It did take 2 shots, he did fire, but he missed, and I managed to clutch the victory. This was a really nice game, and this actually beats my previous record for base XP in the Carnarvon Action 10, which I think I got like 2,744 base XP. So you'll see here, 2,869 base XP, so my current record now. Just under 7,000 damage, 8 kills, I think 1,100 assistance, and a nice bit of profit because I didn't fire much premium. So the Nomad Somua only played 3 games. I quite like it. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.